Kia ora te whānau. It's day, the third video of this 7-day series of me talking about my coaching business. So, first video was just a broad overview, I guess. Yesterday's video was talking a bit more about my ideal client, and I think another thing that I want to talk about is probably the benefits of coaching, or the benefits that I've reaped from attending multiple coaching calls throughout my life, and how it has helped me in many different ways. So I wouldn't even know if I could count how many I've had in the past couple of years, but I've had probably at least a dozen coaching calls with different people, and the content of those calls kind of varies, depends on the person, but a lot of what I've found in my experience with being coached by others is just that the conversations tend to be very dynamic. They tend to be very introspective, so it's more about creating a safe space to have a conversation, to let things out. You might think of it as therapy. That's one way of looking at it. I don't know what to say about that, but it's more about, it's kind of like we already have the answers ourselves. We just need to be asked the right questions. And the best coaches know that. They know, they know what's going on. They understand the psychology behind it. They have frameworks and all this fancy words, to kind of get to the nitty gritty behind what's going on. Or they just understand what you're going through because they've been through it themselves. So, yeah, I don't know if that's doing a good job selling, but coaching it's like an art form. It's not really something that you can kind of explain simply. It's like, it depends on the person, it depends on the circumstances, it depends also just on the vibe, like whether or not you resonate with the person that you're speaking with, and what they're going through, and whether or not you can pick up on that. Like, you actually need to have real skills to navigate that space with a person. You have to be open, you have to be receptive, because you can come into a coaching call and you can feel quite heavy, and ideally by the time you leave that call, you've had an opportunity to let things out, to release some of the stress, some of the pressure that you might be thinking. And sometimes all it takes is just a single conversation with the right person, asking the right questions at the right time, and then also you, as the person being coached, having the courage to open up and to talk about what's going on. I think the other thing worth saying is, if you do intend on being coached or attending a coaching call, you really have to show up as well. You have to be, you have to at least have an idea of what you're trying to get out of the conversation. Like, if you want clarity, what clarity do you want on? Do you specifically want? If you want guidance, what kind of guidance do you want? That's not to say that you can't just get a coaching call for clarity and have no idea what you want. That's kind of the whole point. But just be ready to be in a position to answer questions, because you're going to be asked questions. Like, you attend one of my calls, I just want to get to know you. I want to get to know you. I want to understand what's going on. And if you feel comfortable talking about your situation, then great, we can talk. And if you don't, that's fine too. Not everybody, you don't need to resonate with everybody. Because I've attended coaching calls where you can kind of tell in the first like minute whether or not you gel with the person. So that's all I have to say. I know this is not the best what will I say, explanation, but this is just me being authentic. It's been a long day, that's all I can say. But yeah, if that interests you, if that resonates with you, reach out. I'll add my Calendly link, and I look forward to getting to know you and having a chat soon. Cheers. Talk soon.